Right, welcome. This is a video series on how to make money on this freelance marketplace called Legiit. And you get to learn it from me, someone who's actually done it before. I've sold around 500K in services on Legiit, so I know exactly how to do it and how you can do it as well. And in this video series, I'm going to show you step by step how to make money with this platform. There's just one thing, and I want to be fully transparent with you. I have been banned from this platform because I created my own marketplace. It's called Vetted with 3 T's, and we take 0% in fees. We focus on a more higher end or premium type of freelancer. So if you are a more seasoned and experienced freelancer, make sure to join on this link right here. I'd love to have you on. But if you're just starting freelancing, sites like Fiverr and Legiit work fine. Again, Vetted is more for a premium type of freelancer, both freelancer and client. The services are more high-end and the platform as a whole is more premium and bespoke. And just to end this intro, anything you learn with this video can be applied on Vetted or any other marketplace. So my goal with this is that you watch the videos and then actually go implement what you learned, ideally on Vetted, or you can do it on any other marketplace. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy.
I want to go over how to reply to reviews, and this is really important. So first of all, what you need to understand is that when someone leaves a review is that they took time out of their day to do so. So if they're taking time out of their day, you should take time of your day also to reply to them, because people will appreciate when you do the same. And that's one of the main reasons why you leave replies to the reviews. I myself, I don't usually reply to reviews. I'll be honest, if I go here on Legiit, I have almost 3,000 unanswered reviews. It's because I just don't have the time, but I should find the time because it can be extremely beneficial, and I'll explain you why in just a second. One of the perks you get by replying to reviews is that other buyers, other people that haven't bought from you yet, that can become buyers in the future, will look at them as well. So if someone leaves a positive review on one of your services, saying a great service, I really liked working with the Vasco, the delivery was impeccable, perfect, I'll be back for more. If a buyer sees that, because buyers will look through the reviews on services before making the purchase, and if they see that review, that's always a plus, because people like to see positive reviews and they'll be more inclined to buy. But they can become even more inclined to buy if they see a reply from the seller, so from you, to that same review saying, thank you so much, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. And say, for example, it was a logo design service. You can be specific with your reply. Say, for example, it was an order for a logo design and the person left a very good review. And now you're going to reply saying, I'm glad that you liked the service. Thank you so much, blah, blah. And then you can be specific, for example, in regards to the niche. So say, for example, the logo was for a plumbing company. You say something along the lines of, I'm glad the logo we designed for your plumbing company is being a great success within the team. So something like this, where you make the review, again, this is another point down here, not generic. So I know this is hard and it takes some time to not leave generic replies such as thank you so much. And I myself suffer of this. As you can see here, I got a review and just left a generic reply. This is not ideal. But as I was saying, if your reply is niche specific, for example, another possible buyer that's browsing through the reviews and sees one maybe specific to its business. So for example, another plumber looking to find a logo, he might be even more inclined to buy because now he knows that that logo was for a company that is in the same niche as him. So I know this sounds small, but all these small factors can contribute to having that 1 or 2 extra orders. And that's what we want. If we have 1 or 2 extra orders per month, that's 12 to 24 orders per year, and depending, of course, on the value of each of your orders, and of course, taking into account that a buyer is not just worth that first order, just like we talked about, we have to take a look at the lifetime value of a buyer. This can make a difference. And then, of course, leaving a CTA to your community. So after the review, you write, if you want to join our community or if you need any other help, you can message me and you leave a link, to example, for your Facebook group. And this is really valuable as well because, like I said, the people that are seeing your replies to reviews are other potential buyers. So if you have, say, a service with a bunch of reviews, for example, this one right here has 3, but if I had replied to all of these 3 reviews and with the proper reply, not a generic one, and then left a link to the Facebook group, some other buyers that could be browsing this service could see that I had a link right here to my support group and they could join. And this is yet another touch point where you can call people into your bubble. And I'll go over here an example of how to reply to an actual review. So this one right here I just got yesterday, I think. and let's make a reply. So not something like thank you for your review. This is generic. This is a generic reply, and any buyer and any potential buyer that's looking through this won't even read your reply. So what you want to do is something like this. And again, like I said, I don't usually reply to reviews. I should, because I have here 3K reviews unanswered. And imagine if on those almost 3,000 reviews I have unanswered, I left a link to my community, a call to action to my community. Imagine how many members I could have joined my bubble with all those 3,000 reviews, or so those 3,000 places. I'll be able to include a link to my group. So let's do that right here. We could do something like this. Hi, Tosho. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure if when I post this, if it will be formatted like this, if you have paragraphs or not, but let's hope it does. Thank you very much for the review, for the 5-star review. And you're watching me doing this like over the shoulder. This is how I do it if I were to start doing this right now. So hi, so acknowledging the client, thank you for your 5-star review. I'm glad you liked the links on the cloud platforms. Now here you can, for example, try and push the sell to yet another buyer. So something like these links are very powerful. So a buyer that's reading this and has doubts after reading the description. So this is yet another place where you can persuade him or persuade the potential buyer into purchasing your service. So thank you so much for the 5-star review. I'm glad you like it. Very powerful. And they do look great. So just a small joke here. If you have any questions or just want to chat with me, you can do so at, so something like this. So something that's not generic, okay? So you need to cover all these points. Basically, take time to answer the review as well. Keep in mind that other people, other non-buyers that can become buyers in the future will look at your review. So if you're spending time to reply, make sure to leave a reply that can either persuade the buyers to jump the fence and buy your service, and leave a link to your community, so it's yet another place where you can funnel people in. So again, if you're having the time to write a review, make sure to write it with all these steps in mind. And let's hit reply. And not sure what happened here. So yeah, looks like this isn't working. I'm not sure why. Okay, is this just of this service or all of them? Let's do this one. Let's try and, oh, I know. So this one is, I don't want to spend time right now writing a proper one, but let me just see if this works or not. Okay, so right here it works. On the order it doesn't work. Well, that's not good. Okay, doesn't matter, but yeah, I think you understand the point of this. Then I'll have a video up next on how to reply and deal with negative reviews. This is an important one, because most buyers, and I think you can agree with me on this, when you're trying to purchase a product or service, you'll first look at the negative reviews and then just the positive ones, because negative reviews are where people actually tell what's wrong with the product or service, and where you can find some of your concerns, address that. So yeah, we'll have a video just on negative reviews. That said, again, make sure to join the Facebook group. This is the Facebook group for support for this course. It's facebook.com/groups/marketplace freelancer, and I will see you on the inside.